Hey Railbirds, here we are at the 2023 WPA World Artistic Pool Championships, coming at you live from the Boys and Girls Club of the Great Lakes Bay region in Bay City, Michigan. We have 21, well, maybe now 20 of the best artistic and trick shot players in the world. I say 20 because Mike Massé unfortunately did have to drop out, so we wish him our best. Speaking of wishing our best, I wish the best to our sponsors because without them, this is not possible. So thank you very much for your support. It is greatly appreciated. I'm going to turn over the mic to our guest commentators, Brian Pauly and Mark White. Take it away.
Good afternoon, everybody. How you doing, Mr. White?
I'm doing good. I've got a bet on how long Tom's speech is going to last. Keep going, Tom. I've nearly got it. So, on this table then, you know these guys, of course, very, very well. Jason, the Michigan kid, Lynch, on his home turf. And look at this man. I believe he got to the final last year, didn't he? Tim Chin?
Tim Chin got to the finals of the World Championship last year, had it in his grasp, and had a couple missed shots, and then Lynn beat him by 1 point.
I remember it well. Here we start then with the easy one-handed jump shot. I say easy, of course, it is for these experts.
Nicely
Just
done.
like that.
Yeah,
Same one, says Jason.
Yep, I remember
Sorry.
somebody said, how is a one-handed jump shot a 6-pointer for you guys? There he goes, nice and smooth, holding the cue at the right moment, boom.
Perfect.
From 4:30 to 5 o'clock in the back room is a rack room. We're going to be sharing a presentation for an hour of our rack team. It's kind of an outreach ministry. If you want to
Is he still talking?
He's making an announcement of what's going on later today, so.
I think Jason's just waiting for him to finish, and he has. Here we go. Thank you, Tom Rossman. Well played.
Yep. Yeah, so
Very nonchalant.
no, good. Got some air on that too. So with only 2 people
Perfect
per
start.
table, we should get through this pretty quick.
And then we've got, what, 2 more rounds today, have we?
We have the whole first round of the playoffs, so we only have 5 tables, so we can't play it all at once. So we're going to have 2 waves of the first round. So we have, after this round, we'll be down to 16 players. The top 16 scores are going to be in our first round of playoffs. So we'll have 1 round at 3, and then we'll have 1 round at 6, and that'll get us down to 8 for tomorrow. Yes, you can actually do a one-handed jump shot in a match. I've done it a couple times, and Caitlin's done it too. They do come up.
Now that's just showing off.
No, that's a different
Take
shot.
the 1 and the 9. Yeah.
There it is.
Wow.
But there's times, if the cue ball's in the center of the table, and let's say you got a hanger in the pocket, but you can't stretch out far enough to bridge to do a jump shot, you just do it one-handed.
That's a really good point, actually. So many times you can't quite reach the jump shot. Good idea.
And I had
Well,
one.
guess what I did when I left here, Brian? Sorry to interrupt you.
That's all right. Go for it.
When I left here, talking of stretching and reaching, my local pool room here has just had a 10-foot diamond Bigfoot installed, and I had 10 racks on it earlier.
Nice.
And that was a nice shot as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's that nice close jump shot. That row of balls is only 1 ball away from the cue ball. Nice camera work there.
So accurate. Beautiful. Well done, Sherry Ross.
All right. Yow's barriers very similar. The line of balls is only one ball away from the cue ball. It's just a jump kick shot. Good angle there. A little bit long. Just make an adjustment.
Oh, didn't clear the ball that time. So pressure's on now. Just one shot remaining to make this particular shot.
Looking better, looking
Oh
good.
yes. Oh yes. Oh yes.
Nicely done. But continuing this discussion about the one-handed jumps and how they can come up in in an actual game pool, I had a jump shot that was kind of more towards the end of the table, so it's not like I needed a one-handed, but where I put my hands, like I couldn't put my hands where I would normally bridge. So I was like, I couldn't put my hands there, so I just one-handed it. So the stuff we do in artistic pool does come up in a regular pool every once in a while.
Yeah, and of course it's another string to your bow, so to speak, isn't it? In the game of pool,
Absolutely.
to be able to do these one-handed shots.
I've actually taught a couple pro-level players how to do the one-hand jump shot.
Come on, who? Tell us who.
Kia Sidwell from the WPA. So I'm waiting for her to
Okay.
be able to pull that out in a match.
Yeah. Proud moment for the coach. Wow, 2 in a row he's missed.
That's surprising. So here we go, third attempt. Got to bear down here.
That's better. Readjustment. Nicely done. He was a little bit quick on that first one, I must say, so he slowed it down by quite a lot, and it's paying off. Now don't miss this one.
There we go. Way to save the shot. Alright, so you guys earlier saw Florian go perfect in jump, 40 points. So now that leaves him with 4 world jump titles, most of anybody. He was tied with Abram with 3, but if Abram were to hit perfect on this discipline, he'd tie Florian again, and they both would share the medal. This is one of your favorite shots, Mark.
Yeah, I do like this one. Florian got it first time on his attempt. Quite a long jump, isn't it? It's about over 4 feet.
Yeah, it's pretty much the half table. So those balls are lined up from the 1 to the 3rd diamond. And you figure the cue ball's back a ways too. So yeah, this is half table, and you gotta land this right at the right spot. Just like that.
Perfect. He landed right on that 8 ball, didn't he, Brian? Right on it. Right on the back of it. Perfect.
All right, so Tim's going to shoot the same shot. Nicely done. First try.
So all tied 28 points each. Now I think he's going to play the balls out of the triangle here. So set the triangle up, set the balls up in a triangle, and he will make them one-handed out of the rack. Mustn't touch the rack. It is the metal rack, so you can hear if any ball touches the rack, and you aren't allowed either to hit any of the other balls. They must jump cleanly into that middle pocket. So here we go. He's got these quite a long way away. Saw Florian do this earlier, and he had the rack right up against the rail. Hit the rack. Yeah, you heard the rack, you see. You hear that?
Yep. You can hear it, and actually the rack is in hand all the way up to the center line. So you can get it closer if you want or further back. Just depends on how you hit it.
Take 2 for the dragon. Nice rhythm.
Nicely done.
Brilliant.
Second attempt. And in typical Tim Chin fashion, he had his other hand in his pocket.
Yeah, sometimes it helps.
This and beating the ground, finding sponsors, finding the venue.
It's tough.
Nicely done. That 5-ball rattled just a little bit.
Yes, it did. Anything Tim Chin can do, so can the Michigan kid. Can't separate them. Just 1 point in it. That was the 3 attempts, wasn't it, on the jump shots into the corner pocket that Jason just did on the last attempt. That's what cost him the point.
Yep. But they're both shooting good. Now they're on to Massé. They might be done in 30 minutes. Now, unless somebody shoots a 39 or a 40 in Massé, we will have a sudden death playoff for the Massé discipline. Look at that.
First time. Did it catch the point?
I don't think it did. I think it hit the rail. But even on this one, even if it hit the point, there is no specification that you have to, like, not hit the point, because you're just going around the rack.
Oh no, just before the point. Great shot. Has
Yes.
to go past the second diamond, of course. Well past that.
Well, actually, that's the jump Massé. This one, it doesn't. There's no distance it has to go.
Oh, there isn't. Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Tim got this on his second attempt.
This is the Shakespeare shot, isn't it? It's the 2B.
Yeah, nice spin, nice and controlled.
Earlier on, Brian, we saw Lynch actually go all the way around the triangle, hugged it the whole way round, but didn't touch it. Didn't use a rail or anything. Played it to perfection. Now this one caused a little bit of trouble for Florian. He missed his first attempt on this, which really was surprising. He's probably one of the best at this shot.
Oh, I'd agree. He uses this in his shows all the time. Oh, the 13 made the... Yeah, the 13 made the 8. Let me see how this goes.
Yeah, it was not the 13 ball out. He's made a new shot there as well, look.
Yeah.
The 13 combo into the side, the 13-8.
The problem with missing a shot like this is you guys set it all the way up again.
Do you tell a little joke while you're setting the balls up, Brian? You have a little bit of banter with the audience, do you?
Oh yeah, I remember last night I had missed a shot, and I always like to use like the 3 ball, the 11 ball, and they're like, well, the reason why you missed it because it's the red ball. You're from Ohio, since we're up here in Michigan, so we had some fun with that.
That's it.
There we go. Good strike there by Mr. Tim Chim. So I decided to use a yellow ball, and they all had fun because I made it using the yellow ball, but missed it with the red ball. So we all had fun with that, and I told them, "You'll never hear me say this again, being an Ohio State fan." But I said, "Hail Michigan!" So we were having fun with that last night.
Crowd getting into it. Nice crowd it seems there, Brian. Have been turning up every day so far.
Oh yeah, and I think the later in the days and the later in the week, more and more people are showing up.
There's somebody in the chat just saying the audio is cutting in and out for some reason. We'll get our technical director on that one.
That might have been when I had to mute it for a few seconds. Unless you're saying it's cutting in and out while we're talking.
Just what somebody said in the chat. I'm not sure what they meant. Caitlin said it also, so let's see what she says. Come on, Wonder Woman. Is it back? Can you hear us loud and clear? Is it okay? So Jason Lynch, same shot. Oh yes. Oh yes.
They're good.
That actually looked perfect, didn't it? And look how much pace he got on it. Look where all the balls have finished, Brian. Really opened them all up, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he hit that really good.
Yeah, your mum is now asking, can we fix the audio, please? She can't hear your velvet tones, Brian.
Come on, baby. Hey!
Abram and Jamie just are back-to-back on the 10-point Derby horse race shot. That's the double jump with the stacker ball. So they were excited. All right, here's a really cool Masse shot. This has been around for a while. Make the 1, rocket it back. 2 in the side, 9 in the corner.
Yeah, Chi-Ming Ling missed this twice, got it on his... No, actually, I don't think he got it at all. I don't think he got it. Florian then came out and did it on attempt 1. Let's see what Mr. Lynch can do. No. Seemed to be off balance there, Brian. Did a little
Maybe.
dance.
Sometimes you got to contort
think
yourself
he was-
in all these different positions to do these Massé shots.
He just looked a little bit off balance when he hit it. He kind of stumbled. Attempt number 2. He's coming across it, isn't he? He's not got his aim right at the moment.
Yeah, the aim's off a little bit if the cue ball's coming out on at that angle. He's got to adjust
He
and
needs to
correct
hit
it.
more of the 4.
All right, here we go, third attempt. Oof.
No.
That's the worst thing when you miscue like that or a dry fire like that in Massé in your third attempt.
Made quite a mark in the cloth as well, that one.
Yeah,
You can see it, look.
that's why we thank Simona's Cloth for providing beds of cloth for us to put on these tables after we destroy them. Alright, so here's another classic shot. Something like this maybe could come up in a game. Hit it into the long rail and hook around those blockers. Here we go. Oof. Need a little bit more
Grab,
spin.
didn't get into it.
Alright, here we go. I'm making his adjustment. A little more snap.
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
Oh, too good.
Wow. Hit that really good. Put way too much spin on that. Alright, now we're on to the 9-pointers. I have a feeling, I know Jason's going to shoot the jump Massé. See what Tim does.
Did anyone do the circular draw, Brian?
Nobody has done it yet in prelims, but I have a feeling we might see it in playoffs, depending on the situation. This is a cool shot. Long rail, short rail, hooks around, mixed combo.
Yeah, I saw Jordan make this earlier. Hit both
Yes.
rails, curve round.
He just drilled that.
We saw the longest pool marathon, or trick shot marathon, beg your pardon, when Florian did his 48 hours. We could see one of the quickest ones here. Jump out the triangle now, as we see the replay of that. Nicely done. Hit with conviction. Jason's going to be playing jump out of the triangle. Now, is this the one where you have to come back or go past the second diamond? Is this the one?
Yep, that's the one. Oof.
Just
Muffle weird.
struggling, isn't he, at the moment? Well, he had the draw. The Massé.
Just gotta angle it a little better now. Wow.
Oh, every time the aiming was off. And do you remember going back to that first shot he played, Brian? His aiming was off as well, wasn't it? And also on that last shot where he was trying to play the draw into the two balls, make the one in the side and the other one in the corner.
Yeah, aim looked like it was just off just a hair, so it doesn't have to be off by much. So we are already to the 10-pointers. Yeah, I figured it'd take him about a half an hour to do this round.
Speed pool and artistic pool all in one.
I remember at the last tournament, it was myself, Jason, and Florian for jump and Massé. We had the top 3 finishers on through the first 6 for jump and Massé. 3 of us, we had jump and Massé in 45 minutes.
Wow.
Not a lot of setup in these except for one. So you can get through them pretty quick.
Yeah, this is a real big Massé shot, isn't it? Around the chalk. Make the 9 ball. Hope his shoes are clean.
We saw Florian get his foot stuck last time.
Yes, in the pocket. That was hilarious.
Ooh.
You know,
Wow.
sometimes it's not your day.
Yeah. I had a couple Massé shots like that happen today too. Sometimes you need a little luck from the pool gods. Alright, so he adjusted a little too much, and now he's gonna have to go right in the middle of that first shot and the second shot.
We have Steve Lillis in the chat. Hi, Steve. Good to see you back again, mate. Thanks for your kind words, as always. There he is, look. Good to have you back watching. Oh, he didn't make it round the chalk. So suffering a little bit, Brian.
Alright, so that finishes off Jason's round of 51. Not bad for a jump in Massé, but that's kind of low for Jason's standards. So just have to regroup a little bit. Tim is doing this really cool shot. Big hook on this one.
Yeah, we saw a successful attempt earlier on from Chi Ming Lin. He did it.
What was really cool with
The master.
Yep. What was really cool with the last match or last round we had here, all 3 guys made the 10-point Massé shot.
Yes. Yes. I might have my hair like his. Look, that looks so cool. A lot of Thai people have that here in Thailand. Mine's not long enough to do that. It's falling out, Brian.
Sooner or later, you're going to look like Jamie Moody or Abram or...
Yeah. Or Mr. Tomadoni. Gaston.
Alright, so Tim just got to adjust his angle a little bit. Struck it really good.
So it needs to hit it a bit fuller this time, I'm guessing.
Yep. And so what we're going to do, we will probably finish the stream and then start back live when we get our Massé playoff, assuming we have one. I don't think anybody's gone 39 or 40 in Massé, so... Alright.
One more try.
One more swing at this.
Well, we should have had a Mexican here competing, but Javier Gomez couldn't come at the last minute. But we do have a Mexican in the chat, Michael Mira. Greetings from Querétaro in Mexico. Love to have you with us.
All right, here we go. Third and final attempt for Mr. Chin. Ooh, that was close.
Too much into it. I tell you, that made the correct adjustment, but just a little bit too much.
Yeah, if that cue ball gets past that head ball, it gets past the two ball, that looked like it was going. Yeah, so the majority of people are still on like their 7-point Massé shots right now. So it might be a little bit before they're done.
So that concludes the draw Massé for this round on this table. Is that correct?
That's correct.
We are done. And we're probably going to have you think we're going to have a tiebreaker or shootout?
I think we will. Like I said, I'm trying to look at the other tables. I don't think anyone's at a 39-40 yet. So
right.
We'll see. If we do have a playoff, we'll have one.
All right. Well, if we have a playoff, we'll go live again. Otherwise, we'll end the stream now. And I need to make some adjustments to our stream anyway. So we'll be back either at